What is up everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how you can turn incandescent bulbs like these into amazing home decor lights that look something like these. So in order for you to make this, you're gonna need a few things. Number one, an incandescent bulb. So you probably have these lying around at home if you upgraded to LED bulbs, which you should have because they're better for the environment. But if you don't, you can buy these at most electronic stores and they're pretty cheap. Here in India, you can get them for about 35 rupees or 50 cents. Number two, fairy lights. Now these come in 2 or 3 different types. I've picked up a 1 meter long string which runs on a 3-volt battery pack. These cost me about 200 rupees or $3 to $5. Mostly it just comes down to your personal preference which one looks better. Number 3, you're gonna need some 2-core insulated wire. Number 4, you'll need a battery pack or a power supply depending on what fairy lights you're using. And lastly, you'll need a random assortment of plastic bits and bobs to act as caps over the top of the bulbs. Moving on to construction. Firstly, you'll need to take the filament out of the bulb. Now, there are a few different methods you can do this. The way I did it was to take a rotary tool and cut around the edge of the holder just where the glass meets the metal cap. Remember kids, always use protection. Another option would be to peel off the metal part and then just cut directly on the end of the glass bulb. I'll leave some links down below to videos where you can see how to do that. Once you've got the bulb open, you can start filling the fairy lights inside the bulb. You can either do this in a random pattern, just stuff it inside, or you can opt for a circular string of lights inside the bulb. It's up to you. Just make sure you don't stuff the entire length inside. Leave about a couple of inches of the wire hanging out because you'll need it to connect the power supply. After you're happy with the way the fairy lights look inside the bulb, you need to put a plastic or metal cap on top of the bulb to seal it up again. Now this again is pretty random. You can either use plastic pieces you have around the house. I used an upturned reflector from an old torch, but you can also use the top cut of a plastic bottle. So find a cap that fits on top of your bulb and seal it up using hot glue. Now that you're done sealing up the bulbs, you can test them to see if they still work, and if they do, decide where to put them. You can hang them next to your desk to add to the ambient lighting, or you can hang them on your wall unit like I did. If you plan to be installing these permanently, I recommend hooking them up to a wall power supply, because if you run them off a battery pack, you need to keep worrying about replacing the batteries. So I made 2 of these bulbs and hooked them up in series, and since I needed 6 volts to power them because each bulb took 3 volts, I used a 12 volt AC adapter and then ran it through a 5 volt voltage limiter, and it worked great. They are a nice lighting touch to the room, and overall I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out. The only problem is because the bulbs are sealed, if you keep the bulbs running for more than 15 minutes at a time, they start to overheat a bit. But otherwise they are perfect. If you like this video, please leave a like on it, get subscribed for more tech related content. Let me know in the comments down below if you tried making them and how they turned out. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.